In 2015, 18 years after she disappeared, a cadaver dog was brought to the house where she used to live. The dog alerted its handler to the basement. A forensic scientist then used a device that detects human decomposition chemicals. It pinpointed the exact same spot. Every case in this channel is real, every disappearance documented, every answer still missing. This is Vanished. 1997. San Francisco, California. An 18-year-old girl finishes her afternoon shift at a coffee shop. She withdraws cash from a nearby ATM. A surveillance camera records the transaction. She walks out of the mall. That grainy surveillance image is the last confirmed footage of Kristen Modafferi that has ever. She had been in San Francisco for exactly 23 days. She never made it to the beach. She never returned to her apartment. She never showed up to her first photography class, which was scheduled for the very next morning. The bloodhounds found her scent. The cadaver dog found what appeared to be human remains. The forensic device detected DNA matching her profile. And yet 27 years later, nobody has been charged. Nobody has been arrested, and Kristen Modafferi has never been found. Kristen Deborah Modafferi was born on June 1st, 1979 in Danbury, Connecticut. She grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. She had just completed her freshman year at North Carolina State University on a prestigious Park Scholarship. Straight A student, thoughtful, ambitious, independent. She had one plan for the summer of 1997, San Francisco. She wanted to study photography at UC Berkeley. She wanted to explore a new city entirely on her own terms. Her parents were nervous, but Kristen had never given them a reason to worry. She arrived on June 1st, her 18th birthday. Within days, she had found a rented room in Oakland, landed 2 part-time jobs, and started exploring the city on foot every afternoon. She called home regularly. She was exactly where she wanted to be. 23 days later, she was gone. On the morning of June 23rd, Kristen worked her regular shift at Spinelli's coffee shop inside the Crocker Galleria Mall in San Francisco's financial district. She clocked out at 3 p.m. A coworker spotted her still wandering inside the mall, 45 minutes after her shift had ended. That was not like Kristen. She always left immediately after work. Before heading out, she asked a colleague for directions to Baker Beach near Land's End. The coworker thought that was strange, because Kristen had already been to that exact beach just days before. She then walked to a nearby ATM and withdrew cash. The surveillance camera recorded her leaving. Nobody saw her after that. When she did not come home that night, her roommates assumed she had stayed out late. When she did not appear the next morning for her first photography class, they started making calls. Her parents flew in from Charlotte and filed a missing persons report. Police then classified Kristen as a potential runaway and waited until June 30th to launch a formal investigation. 7 days. Gone. When investigators finally moved, they brought in bloodhounds. The dogs tracked Kristen's scent from the mall to a bus stop on Geary Street and followed it all the way to Sutro Heights Park, near the cliffs at Land's End. Then the scent stopped, right at the edge of the cliff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Back at Kristen's Oakland house, detectives found a copy of the Bay Guardian newspaper in her room. A personal ad was circled in pen, seeking female friends who enjoyed photography, walks, and exploring the Bay Area. Who placed that ad? Was Kristen supposed to meet someone that afternoon? That person has never been identified. 3 weeks after the disappearance, a man called a local TV station claiming he knew what happened. His name was John Onuma. He lived 1 mile from her workplace. In 1998, 3 separate women came forward accusing Onuma of sexual assault and kidnapping. One of them told investigators that Onuma had told her directly, "You will find out what happened to Kristen Modafferi." Detectives tried to bring him in. He had already fled California. He was eventually located in Hawaii, but there was never enough evidence to charge him with anything connected to Kristen. In 2006, the FBI formally opened a criminal kidnapping investigation. In 2015, a cadaver dog alerted investigators to the basement of Kristen's old Oakland house. A forensic anthropologist detected human decomposition chemicals and a possible DNA match. Police excavated and found nothing conclusive. The case remains open to this day. 3 theories have survived nearly 3 decades. Theory 1. Kristen met a stranger connected to that circled personal ad and was abducted. The cliffs at Land's End, where the Bloodhound Trail ended, suggest her body may have gone into the ocean below. Theory 2. John Onuma. His behavior was predatory, erratic, and deliberately deceptive. His direct threat naming Kristen has never been fully explained. His alibi for June 23rd has never been confirmed. Theory 3. The house on Jane Avenue, the cadaver dog, the DNA signal. Her own roommates, who waited days before contacting anyone, have never been fully eliminated from the investigation. One Oakland detective said on record, "I would say she was dumped off a bridge in Marin County." Kristen's father, Bob, has spent nearly 30 years searching. In 2017, he said, "This new DNA evidence, to me, it changes everything." It was not enough. The case went cold again. Kristen Modafferi left home on her 18th birthday to chase a dream in San Francisco. She was supposed to start her photography class the next morning. She never got there. Her parents have never stopped looking. The FBI case remains active. No arrests, no body, no closure. If you have any information about her disappearance, contact the FBI San Francisco field office or tips.fbi.gov. This is Vanished. And some people deserve so much better than